Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Grandma Goose. Get rich and move on everything. If you're new to my channel, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe button, turn on notifications so you know when we post new content, man. I gotta talk about this real quick, right? So a couple of days ago, I posted the story about the Brittany Griner situation. If you don't know who Brittany Griner is, she's a WNBA basketball player who recently, well not recently, it's actually happened months ago, but she was caught in a Russian airport with a very small amount of hash oil, weed oil, you know what I'm saying? And recently she was just sentenced to 9 years in prison, right? Boom. Fucked up. So my opinion about her getting the 9 years in prison, is it a harsh sentence for what she was charged with? Well, they charged her with smuggling. So that's a different type of charge versus just possession. And again, like I said in the last video, Russian laws and American laws is completely different, two type of laws. So we can't really be mad about the way another country do their legal system. But that's not even why I'm here today. So, reputable news sources. I mean, this is the LA Times, CNN. I don't want to screw up the other one, but definitely I seen an article from the LA Times and CNN, right? They're trying to make this Brittany Griner issue about the wage gap between NBA and WNBA players. They're literally saying in the article that the reason Brittany Griner is arrested and sitting in prison for 9 years is because NBA players make more money than WNBA players. There's so many ways to say how stupid that actually sounds, but I just want to attack it from only this angle. I don't really want to talk about how dumb that is. I just want to talk about it from this specific angle right here. Because, let me ask this question to y'all, right? Who are the biggest consumers in the world? I mean, the biggest consumers. Who buy more stuff than anybody else in the world, bro? It's women. It's women, bro. And we could get into the subgenres and the races and the age groups and everything and get the analytics and the statistics to make it. But, bro, women spend more money than men. That's by default, right? And there are multi-billion-dollar industries specifically geared to women. I'm not saying this in a bad way, but just catch my drift, right? I'm saying that WNBA players would make more money if women went to WNBA games. Oh, how grandma gonna say that? Oh, how grandma gonna say that? Grandma foul. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Y'all hypocrites. This is what the whole movement, I'm not going to get into the nuances of it because they always say that I be trying to bash women, and that's not even the case. I love my ladies that I deal with because they don't operate mentally in these spaces that y'all do. It's a literal contradiction to the whole feminist movement. If y'all saying that WNBA players don't make enough money, it's not an equal gap. It's not an equal wage gap. Not enough people, they're not making the same amount of money, but y'all won't go support them. Y'all don't go to the games. Y'all don't buy the jerseys. Y'all don't buy the package on TV or whatever it is they selling. Y'all don't buy it. Y'all don't go there. The NBA, the WNBA is literally a subsidy of the NBA. If you want to be technical, the NBA players work to pay them. Y'all can hate me, bro. I don't really care about being liked. I care about being honest and giving y'all my perspective. I don't get what does the NBA have to do with Brittany Griner's doing 9 years in prison? The NBA has nothing to do with that. Nothing. If you being real, she had to go to Russia to play because the WNBA don't make enough money. So that's why she got to play in the offseason in Russia to make the amount of money that she's trying to make, to live the lifestyle that she want to make. They make a couple $100,000 a year, though. Don't get it twisted, some of the top players. So if they do, that's a lot more money than the average American, average person ain't making $100,000 a year. So what are we talking about? This shit it get weird in the nuances because it's okay. Is Brittany Griner worth the same amount as LeBron James? No. So why are we making the comparison that if it was LeBron James that got locked up, he'd be home versus it being Brittany Griner? That's why she's not home. This has nothing to do with that. I think LeBron James would have been more of a political prisoner, more of a pawn, because he's a bigger name, worth way more to America, to the economy in which he plays in, all of those things. And I'm sorry, the WNBA and specifically Brittany Griner just don't have that kind of effect on economics like that. It's the truth. They would make more money if more women went to the games. Women, just women alone. Men don't have to go to their games. The women can go by themselves. With the amount of money that they spend on other multi-billion-dollar industries geared directly towards women. I don't understand where that came from, how the NBA is the reason why Brittany Griner is doing 9 years. She's doing 9 years because she got caught in a fucked up place with a fucked up ass legal system, with laws on their books and certain amount of things that they could do. And as I said in the last video that they had sentencing guidelines, but they don't. It's literally at the discretion of the judge. And I feel like they might have got some calls from higher up to be able to say, we giving her the max and all of that, because it was another case with somebody who got caught with 17 grams of weed, another woman, and they only gave her 7 months. So, yeah, it could be some nuances to the political prisoner thing. I'm not never saying that that's not what's going on. But to blame the NBA and say that they're the reason that Brittany Griner is locked up because of a wage gap thing, when they don't do the same things, is crazy to me. WNBA and the NBA are they're both basketball. That's the only thing they have in common. They're both the game of basketball. That's all they have in common. The WNBA is not entertaining. I'm sorry, it's not. And some of the players are good, but there's not a woman out there that could name 10 WNBA players. I can give you 50 NBA players right now. Definitely the top 10 players in the NBA. And a woman can give you 5 of them. So I'm just saying, man, like, make that shit make sense. It's Grandma Goose. I didn't mean to go on a rant today about that. I be watching the news. I be watching certain videos, and that shit came across my line 3 different times. The NBA, the news, the media trying to spin this to make the wage gap a thing about the reason why Brittany Griner's in prison instead of her breaking the law, or saying that they do the same type of things to even deserve the same amount of money is ridiculous. But I'm not even going to get into that. Like I said, if women just go to games, then they wouldn't have to worry about revenue because women spend more money than anybody else. It's Grandma Goose, new to my channel. Turn on the notifications, hit the thumbs up button right now, and subscribe to my channel. You'll be around when I post more new content. We out here. 1.